Hello and welcome to another indie game review live, this time Genopanic. Since you are here, why don't you subscribe to the channel? I promise I do not bite, and from time to time I release indie game reviews or Nintendo game reviews. So with no further ado, let's go to Genopanic. And this is the developers of the game. They say that the game is Metroidvania, but I played it more like action platformer with some Metroid components. Those Metroidvania components are mostly associated with the finding of a new weapon, and after that there's some backtracking to do, but those moments are mostly short and like a tutorial for the use of that weapon or item that we grab. As you can see, the pixel art is very simplistic, but it works, and the game on its own way is very beautiful. Where should I go now? The soundtrack, well, the soundtrack is that impressive. Oh, such a beautiful soundtrack. The music is calm and relaxing, and I would advise, since it's quite cheap, as the game also is, to buy the soundtrack at the same time, because it fits so well on this environment, on this sci-fi environment. Speaking of that, the story is also very simple. We are a robot and we are sent to a space station to find what happened to the entire crew that stopped reporting a while ago, and no one knows what happened to them. And it seems we are not welcome. The controls are very precise. If we want to land in a place, we will land on the place. This window, this door here, it functions as a save spot. Save spots, those are very important in the game. It's very easy to navigate in the game, but this map, it seems very complex, but it is not. It helps a lot, at least in finding all the objectives if we want to 100% the game. I used it only for that reason, to find everything that I needed to find, because it's easy to navigate. The game is very linear on its concepts. There is some gripes. I have a major gripe with the game. The game does not pause. When we pause the game, everything around us keeps on moving, and I do not understand that option on an offline game. It happened to me once or twice, me trying to pause the game just for my character to die, killed by a turret, because I have not noticed that the game would not stop if I paused it. But since the save states are so generous, after we die, there's not much of a loss, so that's not annoying. It's a very funny game. All the commentary, it's fun, it's engaging also, and I loved it. I love it. This soft humor, it's fantastic. And in such a small game, it's not easy to find a humor that is not very over the top. From time to time, it exists some complex platforming, but most of the platforming is also simple and manageable, but it can become complex from time to time. Nothing to worry about. If we die, again, I have to say there are so many save points that we never lose much of our progress. Perhaps the most hard thing on this game are the mini bosses, but after we identify the pattern of attack, they are also not very hard to defeat. They just require a bit of patience, and that's it. The shooting mechanics are well designed, and again, they try to... They are made in a way that mostly to give a Metroidvania-ish style to the game. Okay. Whoa! Throwing! And all this, as you can see now, all these new things that come is just to give some sort of new stuff to do, new mechanics, but the game itself, it's simple. The new mechanics just are thrown to us to give a puzzly look to the game. There are many secrets hidden in the walls. Most of them are easy to find, but from time to time there's a wall, a secret, a hidden secret that is not... Oh, it's the opposite. It's not in our faces. What? Can I jump there? I can, but I was doing the opposite. Now I have to go this way. Puzzly, 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 puzzly. Do you see? The puzzles are mostly simple. And the solution is right there in front of our eyes. We have messages. Those messages, we have to find what happened on this space station. And the story is being told by these messages left by the dead crew. But I think, well, this review was quite short. I think I do not have anything more to talk about. But I can say that it took me around 5 hours, perhaps a bit more, to finish the game. And I loved it. I loved Genopanic. It is a excellent short game that I clearly recommend. I do not get tired of saying that indie games are made to... They should be fun, and Genopanic is very fun, and it deserves all our attention. It's very creative, very imaginative, and I advise you to, if you like action platformers, I would advise you to just go there and get it. It's cheap, so good luck and see you next time, guys. Bye.